Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Kyle Viveris from Your Daily Nerd, and this is the first ever Your Daily Nerd weekly news. We're going to get right into the week's top stories, and we're just going to go from there. So, the first story that I have to talk about today is God of War finally gets a release date and a new story trailer. So, God of War is now coming out on April 20th, 2018, and it seems like from this story trailer, we're finally getting some more details as to what exactly the story is for this game. Where does it take place in the timeline? Is it a reboot? It seems like this is post God of War 3, so that seems pretty significant to me. The world seemed pretty ravaged at the end of the fight between Kratos and Zeus of God of War 3, so I'll be super interested to find out what is going on with this game and the story and where it progresses from there. Next up, we have a story about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, the multiplayer game that swept the nation last year, that was in early access but is now in its official 1.0. PUBG last week put out a statement saying that it banned over 100,000 cheaters in its game. They put out a statement with this and said, "We recently discovered a new pattern of cheats in action. This week we performed a thorough gameplay data review of 10 million players and completed analysis of tens of millions of data logs. Through this exercise, we were able to identify over 100,000 instances of the new pattern related to use of cheat, and now we have confirmed that it was clearly an attempt of compromising our game. These players will be permanently banned in a single wave." This, of course, is in reference to lots of people using aimbots in PUBG, as well as mods that allow them to run and really fast and shoot people through walls and mountains, which is, of course, just awful. Just don't fucking cheat. We've talked about this before on the channel. If you're playing a game, don't ruin the time for others. Don't cheat. And now in some other PUBG developer-related news, PUBG has announced that they're going to be donating up to $2 million to gaming charities here in 2018. They said that $300,000 of which will go toward the PUBG Extra Life Charity Marathon, which will be held from January 29th through February 2nd in support of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So that's really great. And that they will match the community donations at a PUBG LAN tournament in conjunction with Gamers Outreach at Gamers for Giving 2018, which will be held on April 28th and 29th. Additionally, up to $1 million will be put toward other charities as part of a campaign that will occur later this year. I think this is really great to see a game that had this much impact in the gaming community have an impact on other gamers' lives. I think this is a really great thing for not just the gaming community, but humanity as a whole, for people to give back, which seems to be what the lead PUBG community manager, Sammy Kang, seems to say in the statement. We've made an impact in the gaming world over the past year, and we're hoping to have even more of an effect on some outlasting charitable organizations in 2018. So I want to know what y'all think about this. Should more developers be donating to charities, or is their only responsibility really only to the community or to humanity as a whole? Let me know down in those comments below. Next, in some Xbox-related news, Xbox announced earlier this week that all Microsoft Studios games will now be part of the Xbox Game Pass on release day, starting with Sea of Thieves. Of course, Sea of Thieves comes out on March 20th, and this will be their first big foray and their big first exclusive game of 2018. Other games that will be included in this new policy for their Game Pass include State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3, and any future games, unannounced games like Halo, Forza, or Gears of War. If you didn't know what Xbox Game Pass is, it's almost like a Netflix-style pass that you can purchase for the Xbox, where you can pay a separate subscription fee. You don't have to have Xbox Live to play it. You can purchase it, and you can download games that are available for you to play. It's not streaming, so you don't have to worry about latency. You just download the games, and you'll be able to play it no problem, any of the games that are available. The pass itself costs $10 a month. I think you can purchase a 6-month for $60 or a full year for $120. I wanted to ask y'all, what do you think of this policy? I think it seems like a pretty good deal especially if you are a big fan of Microsoft franchises like Halo or Gears of War or obviously it kind of sucks that there are still third-party games on the Game Pass, but this is going to be obviously catering more towards Xbox first-party games. I think it helps with them to make them a little bit more competitive in for lack of a better term, a console war that's going on between them and PlayStation 4. It gives them a little bit more of an edge now that they have this, along with Xbox One X. And finally, our last story for this week is a little bit of esports news coming out of the Overwatch League. Dallas Fuel player Felix Langle, aka XQC, is suspended for a homophobic remark that he made. He directed a homophobic remark at an openly gay player for the Houston Outlaws, Austin Wilmot, aka Muma. The actual quote in question is, he said to him, quote, "Shut your fucking mouth, go back there, suck a fat cock. I mean, you would like it." He's been suspended by the Overwatch League for 4 games, and he's been fined $2,000 by the league itself. In addition to that, the Dallas Fuel as a team has suspended him on top of that for the rest of Stage 1 play, which ends on February 10th. Dallas Fuel has also said in a statement that they will be offering additional resources, focused coaching, physical training, and support to Felix to help him improve as a professional player who is reflective of the principles of the Dallas Fuel organization, his teammates, and of the Overwatch League. In a statement from XQC it's a tweet from him on January 19th, he said, quote, "I didn't say what I said on stream with malicious intent. I legit did not compute the whole thing before. I speak too fast. Everything happens too fast. Everything is so fucking trash lately. Hope I can turn this into something good. Sorry, Muma." To which Muma replied on a tweet from the same day, "I'm just a boy trying to play some video games. It's cool being one of the only LGBT players in the league, and I hope I can inspire and encourage some people to be true to themselves. With that said, I don't want it to define me as a person. I'm just playing some tank, dudes." So let me know what you think in the comments below about, do you think that the punishment is fair? Should he have been suspended more? Is the suspension too much? Just let me know. I want to hear what y'all think about this. And finally, this week we have some major games that got released. We have Kirby Battle Royale, which came out on the 19th on 3DS. We have The Inpatient, which came out on January 23rd on PSVR. You had Lost Sphere, which came out on the 23rd on PC, Switch, and PS4. You had Celeste, that came out on the 25th on PC, Switch, and PS4. Dragon Ball FighterZ is now out on January 26th for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And Monster Hunter World also out on the 26th on PS4 and Xbox One. From your Daily Nerd, this has been Kyle Viveris, and this has been your weekly news. Let us know in the comments below what you nerd out about.